You're allowed to wear maxi dresses at 60. You're allowed to look beautiful. You're allowed to feel confident in your own skin. And I know that sounds obvious, but somewhere along the way, a lot of women over 60 started believing they weren't. That maxi dresses were too casual, or too young, or simply not for bodies like ours. But that's a lie. And I'm about to show you 5 ways to wear them that prove it. These aren't just styling hacks, they're permission slips. Because once you understand how to wear a maxi dress at 60 and actually look amazing, everything changes. Your closet options expand, your confidence grows, and you stop apologizing for taking up space. Now, I want to be honest with you. When I think about the women I know, the women in this community, I notice something that breaks my heart a little. Wardrobes full of maxi dresses. Beautiful, expensive maxi dresses that never get worn. Why? Because they didn't know how to style them. They felt lost. They felt like maxi dresses weren't for them anymore. But here's what I've discovered. It was never the dresses. It was the styling. The women who absolutely radiate in maxi dresses at 60 and beyond, they know 5 specific secrets. 5 simple styling hacks that transform how the dress sits on their body, how it makes them feel, and how the world sees them. And the best part? These aren't complicated. They're not expensive. And they work with any body type, any budget, and any maxi dress you already own. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your maxi dresses the same way again. But listen, the 5th hack is the game changer. Most women don't even know it exists. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and everything shifts. So stay until the end. Let's start. And before we do, drop a yes in the comments if you're ready to love your maxi dresses again. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that final hack. Maxi dress hack 1, the belt strategy. This is the most transformative hack on this entire list. And it is so simple, you're gonna wonder why nobody taught you this years ago. A belt. That's it. Here's the problem. Most women wear maxi dresses without any definition at the waist. And when you do that, the dress becomes a shapeless tube of fabric. It doesn't matter how beautiful the dress is, how expensive it was, or how perfect the color looks on you. Without a waist definition, the dress wears you, not the other way around. But the moment you add a belt, everything changes. A belt instantly creates shape. It tells the eye where to start and where to stop. It breaks up the visual mass of fabric. And most importantly, it makes the dress look intentional, like you got dressed with purpose. Now, I'm not talking about a dainty little belt that disappears into the fabric. I'm talking about a structured belt that has presence. Something with a clasp, a buckle, or some kind of visual weight. A thin, delicate belt gets lost. You need something that actually makes a statement. The key is placement. You want to cinch the belt at your actual waist, not at your hips, not higher up, at the natural indent of your waist. This is what creates that beautiful, proportional silhouette that makes the whole look feel polished and considered. And here's the secret most stylists don't tell you. The belt doesn't have to match the dress. In fact, a contrasting belt often looks far better. A gold belt on a blue dress, a black belt on a neutral maxi, a patterned belt that picks up an accent color in the fabric. This creates visual interest and makes the whole outfit look more sophisticated, not less. Maxi dress hack 2, the shoe that grounds the outfit. Here's what I see constantly. Women pairing beautiful maxi dresses with shoes that are either far too casual or completely disconnected from the mood of the dress. And it quietly kills the entire outfit. Your shoes are the foundation of your look. They're what grounds it. And when they're wrong, the most beautiful dress in the world looks unfinished. The biggest mistake? White trainers with a maxi dress. I understand the comfort argument, I really do. But white trainers with a flowing maxi dress say, I didn't really think about this outfit. They cheapen the dress. They pull the whole look in a direction it was never meant to go. The second biggest mistake? Flat sandals or flip-flops. Again, I understand the appeal, but this combination reads as, I grabbed this at the last minute. It loses the intention, and intention is everything. Here's what actually works. A shoe with structure, definition, and presence. A sleek loafer, a pointed flat, a low block heel, a strappy sandal in a metallic tone, a beautiful mule, a dressy trainer in a clean neutral. These shoes elevate the dress. They make the whole thing read as an actual outfit, deliberately chosen and beautifully worn. Color matters here too. Your shoe should either match the dress in tone, neutrals with neutrals, or create intentional contrast. A gold shoe with a jewel-toned dress, a black shoe with a flowing white maxi, a navy shoe with a patterned print. What you want to avoid is a shoe that feels completely disconnected, like it wandered in from a different outfit entirely. That visual mismatch is what makes an otherwise beautiful look fall apart. Maxi dress hack 3, the layering technique. This one is a game changer for women who feel uncertain about their arms, their shoulders, or who simply love the feeling of a little more coverage. A maxi dress doesn't have to mean sleeveless exposure. Layering is your secret weapon. And I'm not talking about throwing a cardigan on top and hoping for the best. I'm talking about strategic layering that enhances the dress and makes you look more intentional, not less. The most elegant option? A fitted or semi-fitted jacket or blazer over the maxi, a linen blazer, a structured cardigan, a denim jacket in a clean neutral tone. This instantly elevates the dress from casual to polished. It makes the whole look feel designed. The key is proportion. If your maxi dress is flowing and loose, your jacket should be more fitted. This creates visual balance. If your maxi is more fitted, you can afford a slightly more relaxed jacket. The contrast between the two is what makes it interesting and sophisticated.
Another beautiful option is a long, open cardigan or duster. This works especially well with a fitted maxi because it adds movement without adding bulk. It gives you coverage while maintaining that elegant, flowing quality that maxi dresses are known for. And here's the important thing. The layer should feel intentional, not like you're hiding. You're not wearing a jacket because you're uncomfortable. You're wearing it as part of the design of the outfit. This distinction matters more than you might think. It changes how you carry yourself, and it changes how others read the look. Here's a styling secret worth keeping. Your layer doesn't have to be neutral. A jewel-toned cardigan over a neutral maxi? Stunning. A textured or patterned layer over a solid dress? Sophisticated and completely current. The layer is an opportunity to add personality, color, and visual depth to the whole outfit. Maxi dress hack 4, the neckline that flatters your face. This is where so many women go wrong, and it's simply because nobody ever taught them to think about necklines strategically. The neckline of your maxi dress is the frame for your face. It's what draws the eye upward. And when you choose the wrong neckline for your face, it's what draws the eye upward. And when you choose the wrong neckline for your face shape and proportions, it can quietly age you in ways you've never been able to put your finger on. Let me break this down simply. If you have a round face, you want a neckline that elongates and creates vertical lines. Avoid high, tight necklines that emphasize the roundness. Instead, reach for V-necks, gently plunging necklines, or scooped necklines that draw the eye downward and create the illusion of length. These necklines are deeply flattering and bring a sculpted quality to the face. If you have an angular or square face, softer necklines tend to work beautifully. A boat neck softens a strong jawline. A scoop neck is universally flattering. A cowl neck adds elegance and movement without competing with your features. If you have a longer face, you might want to avoid extremely deep V-necks that elongate further. A boat neck or a modest scoop creates better balance. It brings the focus to your face
without adding more visual length. But here's what matters most. The neckline should frame your face in a way that makes you feel beautiful, not because a fashion rule says so, but because when you look in the mirror, you feel the neckline is working for you, not against you. One more thing I want to mention. Avoid necklines that sit right at the base of the neck, that awkward middle ground that sits neither high nor low. They tend to look stiff and can add years. You want either a clear neckline that sits higher or one that dips lower. That contrast is what creates visual interest and sophistication. And if you're conscious of your neckline or décolletage as you age, that is completely valid. A modest V-neck or a boat neck gives you the elongating benefit without any feeling of exposure. You get the styling advantage with full comfort. That is always the goal here at Ageless Style Over 50. Maxi dress hack 5, the silhouette secret, the game changer. This is the one that changes everything. And it's not about the color of the dress or the print or the brand. It's about how the dress actually fits your body. Most women get this wrong. They buy their usual size, but the silhouette doesn't match their body, and the whole look falls apart before they've even left the house. Here's the truth. When a maxi dress isn't working, it's almost always a fit problem. And the shift that changes everything? Sometimes you need to size up. I know that's not what we're conditioned to want to hear, but when a dress actually fits, the whole picture changes. Clean lines, a smooth, natural shape, real, unforced confidence. Add your belt from hack 1 to a dress that actually fits your body, and now you have a stunning silhouette, not a dress fighting against you, a dress working with you. And one more thing. Choose silhouettes that are designed to work with your body. A-line cuts, gently fitted shapes, softly flowing styles, whatever your particular frame responds to beautifully. Get the fit right, and the magic of every other hack on this list multiplies. The belt works better. The shoes make more sense. The layering lands exactly where it should. That's it. 5 simple hacks that transform how you wear maxi dresses at 60 and beyond. But this was never really about style. It was about confidence. Every time you use one of these hacks, you are choosing to look good, feel good, and show up fully for yourself. You already have the dresses. Now it's time to wear them. Belt them, style them, layer them, and above all, get the fit right. Because when you do, you're not just wearing a dress, you're wearing confidence. Now do this. Pick one hack and try it this week. Come back and comment which one you're starting with. Subscribe for more and share this with a woman in your life who needs to hear it. Your dresses are waiting. Go feel amazing. This is Ageless Style Over 50, and I will see you in the next one. Stay stylish, stay bold, and keep being amazing.